Hi, this is Carrie from My Nervous Habits, and today I'm going to teach you how to make these little cherry blossoms. This is made from a size 3 Elizabeth crochet cotton. This is, I believe it's a wonderful color called Raspberry Frappe. The size 3 is a little large, and it makes the petals a little heavy, and I'm going to have to spray this and stiffen it to get it to do what I want. But we're going to teach you how to do the petals today, and then I'm going to go back and teach you different things that you can do with them. As you can see, I've made these into headbands. I will teach how to do these leaves later. They look really, really nice with the cherry blossom petals. I've also used Bernat Handicrafter size 3, and that does a really good job too. This is another hair accoutrement that I've made. It's got a nice set of dangles to it. I've got the single petals wrapped in copper sheet on a copper chain. This is the first petal that I tried. I crocheted it, and I wasn't too terribly happy with it, so I came up with these petals instead. But today we're going to teach you how to do each individual petal. And as you can see, I've added some stamens to the calyx and shaped them. The aim of these is to get them in a nice cupped shape, like this. So there's a nice bit of dimension to them. This one is done in a Lydia's crochet cotton size 10. And then this little guy, this one was done in a DMC coordinate. So you can see it really does scale down well. The instructions are going to be the same no matter whether you're going to shuttle tat it. But I'm going to needle tat this. And I'm going to use the size 3 just so you can see it nice and well. To start, you're going to leave yourself an 18-inch tail. If you're going to shuttle tat, you need to just start yourself. You don't really need that much on the shuttle itself, and you can just leave it attached to the ball. I'm using the large needle to go with my size 3 thread. This is a size 3/0. All right, and remember, as you're going, to go ahead and fight its natural tendency to want to curl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let's straighten it out again. Make sure everything's where it needs to go. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and close the ring. All right. Go ahead and make a lock join. There we are. Now, if you want to, go ahead and count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and find your middle of your Josephine ring here, and kind of just pull it out and mark it. That's going to be your target here soon. So now we're going to start working with the chains. So what we're going to want to do is one double stitch, and then a small picot, and then so it's one double stitch, picot, 11 double stitches. So picot and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and whoops, 9 and 10 and 11 and okay. So go ahead and line everything up. Now you're going to draw your chain up, and then from behind your ring you're going to want to catch that 8th loop. And when you draw this down, you really want to try to pull it in as close to the outside as it go. It won't fit positively snugly, but it will close closely enough. Now you want a notch here. If you look at any picture of Japanese art with the Sakura blossoms or the cherry blossoms, you'll see that everything is depicted with a notch. So we're going to be very careful, and normally when you make a ring like this you don't want a notch, you want a nice smooth joint. Here you don't. You really want that notch. So go ahead and make this picot prominent. Okay, and then it's going to be 11 double stitches, picot, and a 1 more double stitch. So 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and picot, and there we go. And then go ahead and make your chain, and then come through the very center of this. You want to come in right next to the base there. So find that loop that corresponds and insert your needle. There we go. And draw that out, or draw that down, and make sure it's nice and neat and compares next to the other side. There you go. Go ahead and do another lock join. Okay. Alright, in case you're a shuttle tatter, I've got a shuttle here too. Just trying to make sure I see that nice. There we go. So as you can see, this is a little smaller because this is done in a different size thread. This is done in a Lydia's crochet cotton. But here I've done my, there's my Josephine ring in the center. And I've done my 1 double stitch picot, 11 double stitches. And I've brought my needle up through the 8th loop there from behind, and I'm going to pull that down through, and then I'm going to take my shuttle and go through there. This is not easy on a video, guys, I gotta tell you. And just make sure that everything's nice and neat before you pull it tight. And I do want that a little closer. So let me find the corresponding, there we go. And now I'm just gonna pull that nice and tight. Okay, so there's my doubles. And then I'm going to do my chain of 11 double stitches, picot 1, and then join it to the base. Oops. I have to apologize. My shuttle's work is not as neat as it used to be. My hands have been doing transcription for the last 12 years, and it's just so much easier to use a needle anymore. So anyway, when you get down to the base of the chain, you're going to attach it. Go ahead and make your point of attachment. So you've got that picot there to the base of that Josephine ring, and you're just going to find that corresponding loop and come up through there, and then pull it through and attach it there. Okay? Now, okay, now I'm bringing the thread that's connected to my ball, I'm going to put that behind my work, okay? And I'm going to put my needle in that picot on the left side of my work. And with that being in there, I'm going to make 15 double stitches. Okay, I've got 15, and once again I'm going to make my chain, make sure every thread's where it's supposed to be. Okay, and this time I'm looking for a point of attachment. I'm going to pull those notches apart, and I really want to come in from behind again. There we go. See how well, there you go. Okay, and again, I'm being very conscious that it is going to notch there, and I want those to lay nicely. Okay, so go ahead and lock join. Okay, and this is doing what I want it to do here, because you do want that nice cup shape. Okay, so now I'm going to do another chain of 15 double stitches. Alright, go ahead and pull your thread through your chain. And we're going to come up, remember this picot here, we're going to come up from behind that, pull it right through. Okay, and draw it down till it's really cupping that inner petal. And give that a nice lock. There we go. Now, in order to get everything tied together, we need to find that picot from before, which is going to be a little bit back behind. But go ahead and take that, turn your work over to get it, or to find it, and then come at it from behind. See, I've got that from behind. And pull your needle through, and those are going to connect these two lobes of the leaves here. We're going to connect that down nice and tight. Go ahead and put another lock join in there. There we go. And see, now we have this really, really lovely cup shape. And for the part, so go ahead, and the last thing you're going to do is you're going to make a Josephine chain of 8 half-hitch knots, and these can twist. Go ahead and pull your chain thread through. Well, make sure it doesn't like. Okay, there we are. And then go ahead and pull that tight and join that. Now, a cherry blossom has a total of 5 petals in this manner. So go ahead and make 5 more. And in the coming video, we'll talk about what to do with this once you've made your 5 petals. Thank you. Okay. And then you're going to want your chain thread to come up through this picot. And my husband just brought the dog in. Okay, and then you're going to chain 15. And when you chain your 15, you're going to find the appropriate place to come up over this guy. Probably here is a good place. And then when you chain your 15, you're going to join it here. And then you're going to chain 15, and then you're going to join it to this picot. Okay, and then you're going to come behind your work and close it together, and then do a Josephine chain of 8 stitches to get your nice cupped petal stitch. And you're going to make 5 of these.